Good afternoon. I'm Dorothy White with Channel 6, and we are here for Community Focus. And today the focus is on Heaven Hill. And Heaven Hill Distillery has been here for many, many years. Now Jeff Crow is the general manager here at the tourism. And I know this is a lot going on right now. Just kind of update us a little bit about what's happening here.
So it's kind of crazy here right now. You've walked from the parking lot to here. We're undergoing a $17.5 million renovation.
Oh my goodness.
In less than 2 years, we'll have a brand new center to showcase to Bardstown and to the world to tell our story. So we're pretty excited about that, but we will not close. We're doing it in phases, so we're working through the construction and we're living with it, and we've had a really good time.
It makes it fun though, doesn't it?
It makes us fun. It makes us appreciate every moment of silence. As you heard this morning, there's jackhammering going on, and it's pretty exciting. But retail is still open and tours are still happening, so please come and see us.
Well, and also, Jeff, I think one of the critical things that you showed me is that this building itself, you have taken us just a few steps from the tourist center and brought us over into this incredible building that you were saying were made up of a lot of things that have been recycled through the distillery. And this place is just gorgeous, and it also is what you use on the lawn.
Correct. So we built this building approximately 4 years ago.
Okay.
So, Bourbon Festival, we all showcased our most beautiful things. And so it was really hard for us to build and break down. And so one of our managers here had saw this on a TV show. And we're like, let's see if we can make it happen. And so
HGTV.
Yeah. So she worked very diligently to make this happen. So it's two pods put together. And then I was just talking about 75% of everything in this building is recycled. So from the windows to the tin to the ceilings to the floor, everything is from a recycled component of the company where we've either tore down or revitalized up there. So we're pretty excited about it, and it plays a lot of roles here. It does the Bourbon Festival lawn for us. It also acts as a tasting room for us. When we're overbooked inside, we bring people out here and we can do some VIP tastings.
I was going to say kind of a selective tasting here.
So it's a cool space, as you see.
It is just beautiful. I love this window, and you said that's out of one of the warehouses.
It's out of one of the warehouses.
And then we also have some of the staves that come from
old barrels that are broken down.
What's behind us here?
So these are from old warehouses also, the planks on the walls, and some of these are from pallets. And then the tin on the walls is from warehousing also.
Okay.
So we made the best use of everything we could do. Even the front porch is made from old lumber from the warehouses. Oh
my gosh. And I think these days in kind of this throwaway society, it's so nice to see someone that really values all the beauty. You can't recreate this the way this is.
So Heaven Hill is very big on recycling program, and so we thought this is a great way to showcase that also.
It is. Well, I know you have a lot of new products, and being the Bardstown, Nelson County Chamber of Commerce Member of the Month brings a little more attention to you. So we're so glad that you agreed to make us, because it is Derby Week, you're going to make us a mint julep.
Yeah, I am going to make you a mint julep, and it is Derby Week, and so you and I just discussed that
we did.
We can dress like this every day in Kentucky.
We can, and not only that, you can put a hat on, and you just feel like it's time for a party. And I know Heaven Hill has a lot of things going on.
Lots of things.
Lots of things that feel like a party here. And like I told you, how many years have you been here, Jeff?
So I've been here almost 6. Coming this June, I'll be here 6 years.
It goes by so fast.
It's been a great ride. This is a great company. We're family owned and American owned, and so it's just a different vibe here than some other companies.
It is.
So now with the excitement of this whole new building that we're renovating and building back, which will showcase the family story, which we've never done before. So we'll actually talk about the Shearpear family and introduce them to the world so people realize that there really is a family right up the street here that works very hard just as we do every day. So we're pretty excited about that. But then, hey, it's Derby Week. So if you need a bow tie or about any of your needs we have, if you need a pocket square, I don't have any fascinators, or I would have worn one today.
Too bad, but luckily in beautiful downtown Bardstown, there are several stores that carry these products, and so we're fortunate enough to have that right here at home. And we tell people that all the time, just the things that are going on here, that's what makes Bardstown special.
Yeah, and thanks to the Chamber for making us Member of the Month. We're pretty excited. We have a great and very active Chamber here that helps keep us going and keep us moving and networking and socializing. And so that's one of the things that we really try to do here at Heaven Hill over the past couple of years to become much more community driven. You know, because we believe if you want the community to buy into you, you have to buy into the community. So we really tried to do a really good job of that.
Obviously you do. I know Samantha Brady, executive director at the Chamber, has told me many times that so many folks, local community, have stepped up and really helped her to take it to the next level, which we totally have seen just with the fashion show last week, with Derby Week this week. You've got so many things going on.
Did you take pictures of me at fashion show last week?
Actually, I did. And in fact, we have that on film.
Oh.
If you ever want to check that out, you can. We try to do a little bit everything with community focus. It's exactly that. It is community focus on anything that's going on in the community, and we have just such a wonderful group of people that work with us and take us all over, and we get a little bit of everything. So it makes it very, very fun for me. I just really enjoy this. So without further ado, let's try to make that mint julep.
So are you a mint julep drinker?
Actually, not yet, but you might convert me today. So tell me exactly what we're going through the steps.
So here's a couple variations. We're going to just make a classic mint julep, and I think one of the things to doing a great classic mint julep is you have to have fresh mint.
Yes.
If you're going to do the classic one. And so people sometimes are afraid to give too much mint. So I always just reach in and grab a handful. You know, drop it in your glass. You're got to have your mint julep mug, because you know that plays a role in it.
Because that keeps it very, very cold.
Keeps it very cold. It creates a frosting on the outside of the ice, which keeps it cold so it's higher drinking. Do not bruise the mint julep, so don't pound it. Just gently. You'll hear it pop a little bit. You don't want to pulverize it or anything like that, so you want to do it very simple.
Okay. Do you want to show that so Gary can see how that looks?
And you can kind of, when you start smelling the mint, do you smell it?
I do.
Then
it smells wonderful.
Then you're where you need to be with that. Okay.
That is a wonderful scent.
I know, right? It's amazing. So,
fresh mint.
So you're going to take some ice.
Okay.
My fancy ice maker here today.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to lie, this was a local restaurant's ice that we used this morning, because as being under construction, we have no ice maker on site, as you can see.
Well, and tell me again why the little tiny pieces are.
So the crushed ice helps keep it colder longer, because it melts slower. Believe that or not, the smaller pieces melt slower, and it will create that icy, and you'll be able to begin to see that already. The ice happening on the outside of the glass.
So you filled that.
Filled it with ice.
Cold ice.
Yep, and you're going to, it's very easy, and we'll pop this lid off of this because I can pour much easier without that.
Okay.
So if you have a jigger, which is one of these things that you measure 1 ounce on this side, 2 ounces on this side, we're going to take 2 ounces. Today we're using Evan Williams Bottled and Bond.
All right.
So it's 100 proof.
100 proof, okay.
Yeah, so that's going to warm you up really, really well. You can choose any variation. As you see over here, we have Evan Williams Single Barrel, which is an 86.6, or we even have the Evan Williams Peach. So if you want to do a peach mint julep.
Evan Williams Peach sounds wonderful.
Yeah, so it would be great for parties, something different. But, but we're going to do the classic one for now. So we're going to do 2 ounces of bourbon.
Okay.
I can't show you that without dumping it. There you go. You're going to put that in there really easy. And you're going to take 1 ounce of simple syrup. And when people say, oh, I don't have any simple syrup, it's equal parts of real sugar and water. Okay. And then you mix it up.
And it comes up clear.
It comes up clear. Or you can go buy it pre-made, and it's very expensive when you can make it very easily. So you're going to need 1 ounce of that.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to pour that in there.
I think you've done this a few times.
I have done this a few times. During Derby, then you take a spoon. It could be a household spoon. We prefer you use one of our fancy spoons here.
Sure.
Just helps you do that. You're going to just very gently stir it. And I'm going to make a mess because the mint leaves are getting in there a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you smell it?
I can. It smells wonderful.
So my magic number is 17. Everybody has their own magic number, what they think works the best for them, but I do 17.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're going to add more ice.
So you got to have a lot of ice on it.
Got to have a lot of ice.
Okay. And crushed ice is good?
Crushed ice is the best. I mean, you can use cubed ice if you're going to lose that flavor that you really, really love.
Okay.
So I use this. Now, a lot of people say, oh, now my liquor's in the bottom. You can easily leave it there because you're going to use a straw.
Oh,
if you don't like that, take another cup, like a great bartender at home. Dump it over. Invert it, as you see. Then all the ice is now coated.
Ooh.
And then just dump it back so you don't, because your mint's in the bottom of that first cup. You don't want to lose that mint.
You don't want to lose that
You don't want to lose
flavor.
that mint flavor. I used to, when I was younger, and I would see that, I was like, they look like snow cones. So
they do look a little bit like
snow
cones.
Yeah, so in Kentucky fashion, we have to make it pretty, so we have to give it a fascinator.
Okay.
So we do that. Then we add a little bit of a straw to make it really pretty. Paper straw, just so you know. So there it is, and you can see the ice happening on the outside of it. Very easily. Dorothy, do you want a drink?
Maybe just the tiniest taste.
You want to take it out of the straw?
5 o'clock somewhere,
It is
right?
5 o'clock somewhere.
Okay.
See, I was generous. I didn't even make one for me.
actually, that does taste good. I'm only surprised because I've only had one at the Derby.
Right.
And theirs were so strong, and I don't know if it's because the Evan Williams is, much tastier than
well,
maybe
that's a good choice. We like it to be much tastier.
Well, I mean, then some of the things that maybe they have used to make them. So, just be careful with your products and use something that you like, and that actually tastes really good.
And the key to it is it's got to be really cold. It's a refreshing drink. And the mint julep kind of originated many, many years ago, and I don't know the entire story, but it really originated as a medicinal product, because back in the day a lot of people made product that didn't taste great, so they would add simple syrup or sugar to it to give it a better taste for the medicinal days. And so then it just became a popular drink in the 1900s for the Kentucky Derby, and it's still there every year, and carry this cup. So, but if you don't have time to do this, we make a julep mix. There is no alcohol in this. So it is already the simple syrup and the mint all into one.
Let's show that. So this is the mint julep mix. If you don't care to go through this, or the fresh mint. Are you getting fresh mint locally here?
So luckily, so we grow it. So luckily, if you go to any of your local nurseries or wherever they have fresh mint on the shelves, you can buy a plant in a pot outside. You'll get tons of it. One of our lead hosts here, Bill Wren, grows this in his yard. So he brought it in. I thought he brought me flowers. I was a little disappointed when I found it was just mint, but. It is beautiful. It smells good, but the fresh mint is a huge difference. But like I said, if you want a different variation, do the syrup that we have here, which is great. So it's 2 ounces of bourbon to 1 ounce of the syrup.
I have to tell you, I am very impressed, because truly the first one that I had, it was like, that's just strong, and I don't know if I care for that. But it was the 125th running of the Kentucky Derby, and I had a friend from Michigan come down, and she said, we have to go. We just have to go. And one of the things you do when you're at the Derby is you must taste the mint julep. And then a lot of times now they have an alternative drink that is the Lily.
The Lily.
And all different kinds of variations of that as well. But this is actually very tasty.
And part of it is when you break that mint off, the sensories. So you don't have to, this one in there, if you notice when I broke it off, I crushed it a little bit because it opens it up. So you automatically get that scent. So as you drink, it's a sensory issue. You want to be able to do both. So you don't have to drink it all, but if you want to, you can. If you're going to get driven home.
I better not. It is, it's a busy day, but it's always a fun day here at Heaven Hill. And I know you do ongoing tours.
Ongoing tours all day, every day, 7 days a week. We're even open this weekend for Derby. It'll be pretty crazy around here.
It's going to be crazy.
So we're pretty excited about that. But if you love this recipe, go to evanwilliams.com. On our website, there's a recipe bar. It's like the 4th or 5th recipe. It's called the Classic Mint Julep. It's the easiest of all of them because it really is just bourbon, simple syrup, a little bit of manpower, and some mint. So it's easy. But like I said, if you want to do a variation, replace your bourbon with a flavored bourbon. So you get that flavor. And if you want to be really crafty, put a fresh peach on the top with it. So there's lots of things you can do with it. In Louisville, we do an apple butter mint julep. So we use our Evan Williams apple butter and we muddle it in.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a whole different flavor. So there's lots of variations, but today I just showed you that classic. But remember, this is the key. Got to have great ice, fresh mint, and go from there.
And if you do want to just purchase already made without the simple syrup added, it's all contained in there. So you can just add that, coat all the ice cubes. I think that was a real important part too.
Yeah, so a lot of places don't shake it back and forth. I don't shake it. I just toss it back and forth. That way every ice cube is coated. It all gets that chilled factor and it gets that mint flavor going.
Oh my gosh. It really is very refreshing and delicious. And on a hot day, which we have here in Kentucky.
Yes, we hope it's hot this week. Makes Derby better.
It does. It makes it better, but it's always fun. And like you have this beautiful facility here. The inside, you've got lots of places to go and lots of things that you can do if you don't care to go down to Louisville and get in with all the crowds and things that are going on there. You can stay right here in Bardstown and come on out to Heaven Hill and join us for a beautiful mint julep.
Happy Derby.
And this afternoon, we have a very exciting announcement to make. We have some renovations going on here at Heaven Hill, and this incredible, beautiful building that we have the picture behind us, Jeff.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely. So we're in a makeshift tasting room for now. So we've lost a lot of our space because we're making major renovations. So at this point, this area here that you see, which used to be the home of the barrel, the amazing barrel, is now under construction. And then this area that you normally used to walk and educate yourself about who we are has become our retail shop. And then that will kind of change over the next few months. So $17.5 million later, we're pretty excited that we're going to be able to offer We're going to talk about our core products, which are Larceny and Elijah Craig here on this property. So we're also going to tell the family story here, the Shapiro story, and educate the people on the family we've talked about before. We'll have a restaurant and a rooftop bar, which we're pretty excited about.
Oh my goodness.
So the rooftop bar actually faces out over the landscape of the Rick houses, so you're able to have a mint julep and look out over the vista.
So
and
we
see.
can have another mint julep.
You can have another mint julep. You can have all the mint juleps you want, Dorothy. As long as you drink them responsibly, we're okay with that. So yeah, so we're really excited about it. You know, 2020 is our date of being, we hope to be completed by then. But we will not, as I said earlier, we will not close during this expansion. It'll just change in phases. So we're pretty.
Losing my hat here.
Hey, you're losing your hat.
Yeah.
I told you I was going to steal it.
I know, it was.
So yeah, any specific questions? I mean, there's some things that we're changing along the way. You know, that's just progress. Things that we don't like or we've changed are more efficient for us.
Tell us a little bit about the restaurant and the upstairs bar area. That sounds like a fabulous addition.
Yeah, so restaurant and bar area on the right now at this point are very created. Right now it's just visions of what we want. We haven't made it to that point yet. So we haven't worked through what we'll offer at this point or what kind of menu we will do. There's menus in the works. We really want this restaurant to showcase who we are as a company from the responsibility side. So this is more of if you're on site and you're going to another stop on the trail, you can run upstairs and grab a quick bourbon-infused bite of burger or fries or something simple like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll let you sit on the patio and watch the barrels age.
And just enjoy.
Just enjoy. Just enjoy.
Well, I think this is going to be a wonderful addition. I can't wait to see it. We'll watch it unfold.
Watch it. If you come visit now, we are open during construction. We have signs everywhere.
Okay.
So we're open under construction, but you know, just overlook the noise and the dust and we'll have a good time together.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much for today, and thank you so much for bringing just the incredible job that Heaven Hill is doing, and we're so glad to share it with Community Focus here on Channel 6.
Come see us.